Hello students, today we are going to start with a new course. The course title is what knitted and non-woven fabric technology. The course code is having a 22357. Now in this course code 3 indicates that is the third semester and 22 it is a code for the IST. Now course abbreviation for this particular course, that is a KNF, which is assigned by the MSBT. The program and semester code, that is a DC-3-I. DC, that is a program code for the DFCT. 3 indicates that is a third semester level course, and I indicates this is a iScheme syllabus. Now here if you are going to see the in this particular table, this is our examination scheme for this particular course. Now this particular course is having a theory as well as this is having a practical. Now in the theory, this carry 8 semester examination with having a marks of 70 and progressive assessment for the 30 marks. So total weightage for the theory marks, that is 100. Now apart from this one, this particular course carrying a practical also. Now practical, that is the end semester examination for the practicals, that is out of 25 marks, and progressive assessment for the practical, that is a 25 marks are there. So total weightage for this particular course, that is a 150 marks in the curriculum. Now let us discuss what is the importance of this particular course in the DFCT program. Now basically this course deal with basic knit fabric production and analysis of knit fabric and non-woven fabrics. Now here we are majorly focusing on the knit fabric, classification of the knit fabrics, then after what are the various weights to produce the knit fabrics, and what are the various methods to produce the non-woven fabric. So our major emphasis in this particular course, that is on the knitting as well as the non-woven fabric. Now very first question arises in your mind, why to learn this particular course in the DFCT program? Now definitely this question comes in your mind, why at all we are going to learn this particular course? Now there are some reasons and how this course, after this learning, how it is helpful to the industry for the fashion technologist. The following things it is going to explain you how it is helpful in your career. One is what, knitted fabric already accorded around 45% to the entire apparel industry. Now here if you are going to see the overall in the apparel industry, the contribution of knitted fabric garment, that is almost 45%. So we can say that there is equal weightage to the woven fabric as well as the knitted fabric. So we cannot able to say to the garment industry, no, I am very well known about the woven fabric, so I will work with only the woven fabric. I do not know anything about the knitted fabric. We cannot able to say. So for that purpose, as a DFCT student, you must know about the basics of knitted fabric and you must know how to produce these basic knitted fabrics. This is one reason. The second reason, if you are going to see the major preferences of a new generation, that is for the knitted fabric. Why this is a choice of to the knitted fabric? The simplest reason is what? It is having a more comfort characteristic, and as far as the price value of these products, these are the very affordable one. So this is the biggest aspect why knitted fabric and why we have to learn the knitted fabric in the DFCT program. And one more very important, majority of the people are very happy being a more comfortable, and this comfort can be possible by using the knitted fabric. Woven fabrics are also going to offer some comfortability, but compared to the woven fabric, knitted fabrics offers a very good comfort level. Now another aspect, fashion students need to deal with the knitted fabrics with the wide aspects. For example, they have to choose the relevant fabric, they have to negotiate the price with the vendors, some new vendor developments, then after estimate the right price for the right product. So these challenges students need to face in the garment industry. Now if you know this particular course very well, if you know the knitted fabric very well, definitely you can react these challenges very well. You can choose relevant fabric very easily. You can negotiate the price for the given knitted fabric very easily. You can develop some new vendors for the your required product. You can, of course, you can estimate the right price for the your product. Now here some another lists are there. In fact, you are finding the answers why at all we have to learn. If you are going to answer these all the questions, if you are going to give the some justification for this all the points, so these points are nothing but why at all we have to learn this particular course at this program. The very first one we will see one by one. Fabric requirement to produce the desired quantity of the garment. Now see, as a fashion technocrats, now you may face a challenge. You may assign the some work. You have to produce the 100 garments, 200 garments, knit garments. So that time, basically, question is going to arise. Very first question is going to arise in your mind: how much fabric required to produce these 200 garments? So if you know this, all the things through this course, you can able to calculate how much fabric is required. It may be in terms of the kg, in terms of the meter. That is no matter. Okay, you can able to calculate. So one is very important outcome of this particular course. After learning this particular course, you are in a position, you can able to find out the requirement of the fabric to produce the desired quantity of the garment. Now second aspect, that is quality checks of the fabric for ensuring the quality garments. Now of course whatever garment we are going to produce, so we have to ensure as a fashion technologist, as a fashion technologist, we have to ensure the quality of knitted fabric. So how we are going to ensure the quality of the knitted fabric unless and until you don't know about these quality parameters? So only one way, we have to learn this particular course. Once you learn this all the particular course, yes, you are in a position to identify, to judge the quality of this given garment. This is the second aspect why at all we have to learn this particular course. Now, another very important one, that is select the relevant knit fabric as per the your AND. This is a very crucial judgment one has to learn after completing this particular program. So you have to select most relevant knit fabric for your end use. For example, now suppose if you are going to plan to produce the t-shirts. Now there are n number of fabrics are available in the market. Now it may be single jersey, it may be the double jersey. In the double jersey, so many varieties are there. Now how you are going to select most relevant knitted fabric? This relevant selection is based on certain criteria. Now right now you are unaware about those criteria, but once you learn this particular course, you are in a position to select relevant knitted fabric for your end use. This is another aspect. Now one more aspect, that is analyze the knit fabric for the estimation of the raw material requirement. So this is another thing. Now if you want to produce the knitted fabric, suppose you are doing the plan to produce the knitted fabric for the producing the 100 knit t-shirts. Now definitely there are the two ways. Either you can source the knitted fabric directly from the market, or else you can plan for the purchasing the yarn and get the work done from the knitters. So for that purpose, you must know how much raw material is required to produce the desired quantity of the knitted fabric. So that time you need this analysis. So this analysis we are going to learn this in this particular course. Once you are in a position to analyze the knitted fabric, once you are in a position to estimate the raw material requirements, so then these things become a very easy in a industry. Now another aspect you can say, analyze the knit fabric for the confirming the right delivery of goods. Now whenever see as a industrialist, as a technocrats, your role is what you have to deliver the right quality of the good at the right time. Now what is meant by right quality of the goods? Now this is with maybe structure, with maybe with the technical parameters, with maybe the design specifications. So if you want to deliver the good with these all the specification in the right manner, so you must know what is it, what are the technical parameters for the knitted fabric, what are the design specifications for the knitted fabric, what are the structural difference into the knitted fabric. Unless and until you do not know about these parameters, you cannot able to ensure your produced quality is a with a very good level. So you have to ensure these all the aspects in a high level, in a moderate level. Now another thing, identify the given non-woven fabric technology. So this is regarding the non-woven fabric. The non-woven fabric is entirely different from the knitted fabric. So after learning this particular course, you are in a position you can identify this particular fabric belong to this technology. Right now you are not in a position to identify. If suppose I am going to give you some swatch of the fabrics, if I am going to give you task, identify this particular fabric. Now right now you are not in a position, but after learning this particular course, you are in a position you can identify, you can differentiate the given fabric, you can categorize the given fabric, whether it belongs from the own fabric, whether it belongs from the knitted fabric, whether it belongs from the non-own category. So you can easily differentiate, you can categorize these given fabrics. Now another very important aspect why at all we have to learn this particular course, that is finalizing the width and GSM as per the need of the garment quality and choose the relevant knitting machine parameters. Now this is a very important thing. Now suppose you have developed the one vendor, one knitter to produce the fabric, whatever desired specification laid by you. Now here, while specifying the some specification, you also must aware how these specifications are going to impact on the fabric. For example, now let us consider the width. Now suppose if you want to required width of the fabric that is in the tubular form 36 inches. Now which machine you are going to finalize? If somebody vendor do not have the 36 inches machine, now if you are going to dealing with such a vendor, there is no any use. So you must know to get this 36-inch width of the fabric, you have to deal with such a vendor who's who having a cylinder diameter of the 36 inches. Now similarly GSM, you must know what is meant by GSM aspect. Then and then you can negotiate, you can develop the vendors, you are in the enough confident to deal with that particular vendor. So this is what why at all we have to learn the courses. This is what after learning this particular courses you are in a position to find out the answer for these all the desired points. Now it may be the fabric requirement, calculating of the fabric requirement, it may be the laying the quality checks, it may be the selection process, it may be the analysis process, it may be the identifying process, it may be finalizing the knitting machine parameters. So finding the answers for these all the things is nothing but a learning this particular course. Now apart from this need, now let us see what are the major applications of knitted fabric in the apparel sector. Now these are the some list. You can see the list of those all the applications of a knitted fabric in the apparel sector. For example, knit t-shirts, sweaters, polo t-shirts. These are the typical very good applications of the knitted fabrics. Then come to the very popular one, that is what the night wears, vest and undergarments. Leggings and socks, these are the very famous in the female criteria. Hand gloves, then after the hand bands are there, these are also very popular in the sports criteria. Sport shoe uppers, now whatever uppers for the sport shoes, these uppers are produced by the flat knitting machines. Then after the very important technical application, that is a fan scrubber. Then after the some shade nets you can able to produce through the knitting technology. Then after the for packing you can use these knitted fabrics. Then after you can use for the baby nets also. Now here I'm going to show some of the major application features in this particular slide. You can see here in this particular slide socks are there. So no doubt variety of socks are there, but this is what one of the major application of the knitted fabric. Now come to the sweaters. So this is another major application of the knitted fabrics. Now then after the t-shirt, this is very popular in youths. Similarly you can see the some baby nets are there. Then after the shade nets, this is a agriculture based application is there. Then after the food packing you can use for the agriculture application once again. Then after you can see this is what a typical application of the shoe upper. These shoe uppers we can able to produce by using the knitting technology. Now some hand gloves we can able to produce with the knitted technology. So these are some applications of the knitted fabric. Yes, list is so long, but we need much more time to discuss on the application aspects only. Now let us move towards the what are the various course outcomes we are going to get after learning this particular course. These are the major outcomes. These are the major outcomes of learning this particular course. Now here very first outcome we are going to get, that is identify the basic terms from the relevant knitted fabric. This is very first outcome we are going to get. Then after use weft knitting principle to develop the relevant knitted fabrics. Then after select relevant knitted fabric by using physical property of it. So we have to consider the physical properties, and based on that physical properties we have to select most appropriate knitted fabric. Then after test the quality parameter of the knitted fabric to develop the defectless fabrics. Use warp knitting principle to develop the ornamented warp knitted fabrics. No doubt this warp knitting is somewhat differ from the weft knitting. So we will see in the latter part what is difference between the warp knitting and weft knitting. Use non-woven fabric to develop the relevant garment. Now if you are going to see in this list, in entire list of this slope, some words are highlighted with a blue color. Now, why these are highlighted with a blue color? These indicates these are the action verb. These are what action verb which we have to perform. We have to perform. We have to come out with some outcomes after learning this particular course. For example, identify. It is not only merely to writing the identifier. After learning this particular course, students are in a position they will identify the basic terms from the knitted fabric. They can use the weft knitting principles. They can use very easily weft knitting principle to develop. So you have to develop the knitted fabrics, then select the relevant knitted fabrics. Now test. Now student need to test the knitted fabric with some quality parameters. Now then after the use warp knitting principles to develop ornamented warp knitted fabrics. Now if you are going to see these all things, these are the outcomes, these are the outcomes, very good outcomes are there. So these we are going to achieve after learning this particular course. Now how we are going to achieve these all the things? So here if you are going to see how these outcomes we are going to achieve. Now this particular table is going to specify some unit numbers are there, some major learning outcomes are there. Now what topics you are going to learn, after learning these topics what learning outcomes you are going to achieve, and indirectly if you are going to achieve these learning outcomes you are going to achieve those course outcomes. Now this is what very first thing we are going to start with unit number 1, that is the basics of knitting process. Now here what major topics we are going to learn. Now these are some major topics we are going to learn. Those are various ways to fabric manufacture. Then after the principle of intermeshing of loops. Now this is the basic fundamental of the knitted fabric. Then after the third thing, basic terms of the fabric. Those are the courses, veils, stitch length, needle loops, sinker loop, face loop, back loop, course length. Now here we are going to learn the definitions and the concept of this all the basic terminology used in the knitted fabric. Then after classification of the knitting, then after comparison of knitted and the woven fabric and reasons for the growth of knitting industry. So these are the various topics we are going to learn in our next lecture.